In the shadowed reaches of the Immortal Realm, where winds carry whispers of ancient power, and the heavens themselves seem to watch in silent judgment, a lone cultivator treads the thin line between life and legend. Renegade Immortal, Chapter 589. Chapter 590 finds our resolute wanderer at a crossroads, where past deeds and hidden dangers converge like storm clouds on the horizon. With every heartbeat, the air thickens with the promise of battles yet unseen, alliances tested, and secrets that may shatter the fragile balance of fate. Prepare to step once more into a world where every strike of the sword echoes through eternity, and the path of immortality is fraught with peril, cunning, and the relentless pursuit of power. The square fell into a tense, almost suffocating silence, and then it happened. The seventh strike. Unlike the previous six, this one was different. It carried a shadowy menace, a murderous weight hidden deep within its thunderous tone. Mofei's face, always composed like still water, flickered with the slightest unease. For the first time, he recoiled. As he retreated, the enchanted armor on his body cracked, splintering into ash that drifted away on the wind. His pallor was undeniable, yet he did not falter. A roar tore from his chest, primal and resolute. His body surged forward again, hands weaving intricate seals in the air. Strands of radiant energy coalesced around him, forming a translucent, crystalline mirror that danced like a halo of defiance. His finger struck the drum once more. The eighth resounding boom tore through the square. The backlash was ferocious, shattering the crystal mirrors into fragments of light. Still, Mofei's body bore the brunt and was flung back over 1,000 feet before he finally anchored himself with clenched teeth. His mask broke completely, revealing a visage both handsome and unyielding. Wang Lin's gaze sharpened. The light in his eyes deepened, a storm of recognition and intrigue. This face, he whispered inwardly, seeing the reflection of the black-haired man from the depths of Hong Prison staring back at him through Mofei's eyes. Mofei's body trembled under the lingering pain. Blood rose in his throat, but he swallowed it down with effort. He drew a slow, measured breath, and with the weight of unspoken resolve, he turned back to face the ranks of demon generals. Then the square erupted. Thunderous cheers cascaded over the assembled crowd, drowning the wind itself. Mofei! #1 among demon generals! Voices rang with awe. 8 strikes! Only the greatest beneath the commander-in-chiefs could do this. The clamor grew, a tide of sound carrying Mofei's renown across Sky Demon City. Predictions of his rise to vice commander-in-chief spread like wildfire. With his exploits, countless victories will follow once he ascends. High above, the Heaven Commander-in-Chief remained unmoved, his gaze serene. Yet the other 7 commanders could not conceal the admiration burning in their eyes. Whispers of brilliance and genius rippled through their ranks. This child, he has not even unleashed his full power, one murmured. A 9th strike may yet be possible. Another nodded, astonished by the cunning of someone so young. Among the vice commanders, the Yellow and Xuan vice commanders exchanged subtle glances. The Yellow smirked, teasing. Are you finally conceding? The Xuan vice commander snorted, admiration mingled with hesitation. Mofei is formidable, more powerful than I was at his age. After the trial of Dragon Lake, he may surpass even me. Yet, compared to my chosen, he is still lacking. The Yellow Vice Commander's casual interest turned to unease as he sensed a tremor of fear beneath Xuan's words. A faint smile curved his lips. Then let us see. How many times can he strike the drum? Mofei returned to the ranks of his peers, a golden-armored figure observing his every move with subtle approval. Demon General Mofei's companion, step forward, he commanded. A green-robed cultivator emerged, a giant sword strapped to his back like a living extension of his body. In a wisp of green smoke, he surged toward the demon drum. He performed a complex series of seals, striking the drum with precision. Each beat sent violent backlash rippling across him, yet he endured, channeling his sword energy into a devastating strike that rang true. 3 strikes he managed, his face pale but resolute. Beyond that, he would risk grievous injury. With a wry smile, he withdrew, retreating into the crowd. 3 is sufficient. Mofei's victory is assured. Together, Mofei and his companion achieved 11 strikes, a feat that darkened the faces of other demon generals. To surpass them, one would have to strike 6 times each. A near impossible challenge. Even Mo Lihai, bitter and pale, could only glance at Wang Lin and murmur, "Brother Wang, the second round is lost." Xiao, his expression shadowed, turned to Chen Tao. "How many strikes can you manage?" he asked. Chen Tao's eyes flickered with thought. "At full strength, perhaps over 10, yet even with the pill, only 7. Mo Fei's might is unmatched. Below the ascendant stage, he reigns supreme. Only a mid-stage ascendant could contend with him." His words dripped with awe and warning. Eyes shifted to the golden armored man, who scanned the square with disdain before pointing at Wang Lin. "You," he commanded. Wang Lin stepped forward, calm as a still pond, and met the gaze with storm-lit eyes. "My name is Wang Lin," he corrected. The crowd stirred. "Dare to bet?" the golden armored man asked, menace lacing each syllable. Wang Lin's response was a whisper of winter winds from the ninth hell. "I want one of your hands." Shock rippled through the assembly. Without hesitation, he advanced toward the demon drum, his steps unhurried, deliberate. He made no attempt to soften the backlash, meeting the drum head-on. Floating above the stone, Wang Lin's eyes traced the drum's surface. Pockmarked, veined, alive with a faintly foul scent. The skin of an ancient demon, he realized. His hand reached out, feeling the raw, rebellious energy pushing back. Life seals gathered across his body, more than 3,000, forming an impenetrable aura of power. He drew a jug of wine, a smile playing on his lips. "Lord Golden Armor, watch closely," he said, and then his hand formed a seal. He struck. Dong! The sound tore across the square, a clap of rolling thunder. The earth shuddered. Wang Lin's body remained perfectly still, withdrawing only slightly before striking again. Dong! Dong, dong, dong! 4 strikes in rapid succession. The drum's echoes fused into a single roaring storm of sound, sending tremors across the square. Structures cracked. Air shivered. Spectators coughed blood, and some fell unconscious beneath the sheer force. Every eye turned skyward. Even the Heaven Commander-in-Chief could not conceal his surprise. The golden armored man's composure faltered. The shock was not the drum's roar, it was that Wang Lin stood unmoved, serene as a mountain amidst the cyclone of power. The yellow vice commander's voice cut through the chaos, incredulous. This is impossible." The tale of Mo Fei's brilliance had set the stage, but now a new legend rose. Wang Lin, unflinching and fearsome, had arrived. The air over Sky Demon City was thick with tension, as if even the wind dared not move. A ripple of disbelief spread across the assembled commanders and vice commanders alike, sharp as blades in their eyes, when the impossible unfolded before them. The Xuan vice commander-in-chief's lips curled in a bitter sneer. "Impossible?" he muttered under his breath, his voice low and heavy with resentment. "Nothing is impossible. Not for Wang Lin." He exhaled sharply, a sigh that carried both frustration and awe. His pride had been his undoing, and now he bore the sting of underestimating a man whose power far surpassed expectation. All around, the commanders-in-chief rose, their gazes slicing toward Wang Lin with unrestrained shock. Beneath them, the vice commanders were frozen, their hearts quaking as the realization struck like lightning. What they were witnessing defied everything they knew of demonic cultivation. The demon drum, ancient, revered, and feared, had just resonated 5 times. 5. Those who had dared to strike it before, even masters of formidable renown, could barely endure 3 successive strikes without their essence threatening to shatter. The genius Mo Fei, known for his unmatched stamina, would falter at the 4th. Yet here was Wang Lin, as calm and unflinching as a mountain, having struck 5 times, without so much as a tremor in his stance. He hovered there, poised and serene, his presence eclipsing the chaotic energy unleashed from the drum. Whispers ran through the ranks like wildfire. Impossible. That was 5 times? Casually? Surely he employed some hidden trick. Yu Sen labored for 4 strikes, and he did it like it was nothing. The ministers, officials, and courtiers who had gathered in Sky Demon City were unprepared for this revelation. Wang Lin's previous feats, injuring a demon general with precision few could match, were now mere prelude to this display of overwhelming power. Where they once believed Audi's failure was merely a testament to weakness, they now faced the undeniable proof of Wang Lin's terrifying capability. Doubt flickered briefly. Some even questioned whether the drum itself was damaged, but the injuries and staggering energy around them quickly extinguished that thought. The shattered square beneath the drum's center testified to the cataclysmic force at work. It was no ordinary strike. It was destruction incarnate, restrained only by layers upon layers of demonic life seals. Yusen, whose lips twisted into a rueful smile, understood the futility of challenging Wang Lin now. Among the demon generals, the singular figure of Xie Lian drew the eye. Her armor, while protective, traced the contours of her formidable form, a symphony of strength and elegance. Purple gauntlets adorned her arms, and a black tattoo snaked from her neck to her waist, marking her as both deadly and beautiful. Jade legs encased in greaves, a helmet obscuring all but her luminous eyes, she radiated the aura of a heroic warrior, her gaze fixed unwaveringly on Wang Lin. Xiao's eyes burned with a cold scrutiny, while Chen Tao whispered softly, "I warned you. This one is extraordinary." Mo Fei, ever the calculating presence, kept his eyes on the distant horizon, his mind focused, a deadly promise unspoken in his gaze. All attention then shifted as Wang Lin withdrew his hand from the drum and turned toward the golden-armored man. Silence descended like a shroud, and every gaze locked on him. Wang Lin's voice cut through the stillness, calm and unwavering. "You lost." The force of the drum's resonance had tested him, restrained only by over 2,000 layers of life seals. Each seal bristled with energy, absorbing the tremendous blow, a feat that would allow him to withstand even planetary calamity. The golden-armored man's face twisted with rage. "I said you could not exceed 5 rings. You dare defy my words?" His anger was sharp, but in the midst of his fury, the crowd sensed the inadequacy of his challenge. Wang Lin's cold glance met his, and without hesitation, his fist struck the drum once more. Dong! The 6th ring reverberated through the square, a pulse that rippled like a gale-force wind, shaking the fractured stone beneath them. Wang Lin's hand rose again, hitting the drum a 7th time. Dong! The echo of the 7th strike tore across the heavens, a tidal wave of raw force. Even Mo Fei, who could endure 6 strikes, staggered back, armor splintering under the relentless energy. A storm now spiraled from the drum's heart, the air itself trembling with thunderous resonance. Wang Lin's right hand hovered, unwavering, touching the drum as he fixed the golden-armored man with a gaze that could pierce steel. 7 times now, he declared, his voice merging with the rumbling heavens. The golden-armored man, pale and trembling, stammered, I'll report you to the Demon Emperor." Wang Lin shook his head, his calm unbroken. "I want one of your hands." The chamber erupted with disbelief. "You dare?" The man roared, eyes aflame with murderous intent. "Say that again! I want one of your hands." Wang Lin repeated, striking the drum for the 8th time. Dong! The 8th ring shattered the air, resonating like countless waves colliding, each pulse carrying his command. The sound itself seemed to fuse with the heavens, a voice not of man but of the world, the very laws of existence resonating through his words. The golden-armored man's complexion drained, his limbs quivering under the might that seemed to embody the universe itself. Demonic energy surged chaotically in his veins, his mind teetering on the brink of self-destruction. Around them, the spectators were paralyzed, aware that the command from Wang Lin was more than mortal speech. It was a decree of cosmic power, the law speaking through a single mortal vessel. Even Mo Fei's eyes left the stormy sky, finally settling upon Wang Lin with a newfound respect. Among the commander-in-chiefs, every gaze, save for the eternally serene Heaven Commander-in-Chief, flickered with recognition. The 7 who met each other's eyes saw the unspoken truth, words that evoke law. The power of a mortal harnessing celestial decree. The Xuan Vice Commander-in-Chief exhaled, the weight of reality pressing down, while the Yellow Vice Commander-in-Chief gaped in astonishment. The golden-armored man, regaining composure, spoke with measured respect and fear. "You borrowed the drum's power to summon the heavens. Should you achieve words that evoke law on your own, even if I were to lose my life, I would willingly offer it." The storm of energy and authority hung over Sky Demon City, a testament to the rise of a singular force. Wang Lin, whose mastery of drum and law had turned the impossible into a legend in the making.